Today is going to look a little bit different.
Fall or only hope is falling in love with who we are and what we wanna do. Is it gonna be you? Is it gonna be me? Well, something's gotta happen or we'll be on our knees. On our knees. All our only hope is falling in love with who we are and what we wanna do. Is it gonna be you? Is it gonna be me? Well, something's gotta happen or we'll be on our knees.
It's currently 2:30 p.m. We are at the farm, at the village. We came in this morning with my family. This is the first time that we managed to travel together for a very long time, especially from when COVID started. We've not had a chance of going anywhere, but now they opened it. It's in the south coast at Shimba Hills, and we're just gonna be looking around for a couple of things, a couple of fruits maybe we're gonna be picking up from the farm, and we just came to have a look at it and have some lunch because I haven't been talking since morning. I've been doing most of the driving from the time we left the house, so I'm just gonna slowly go around and give you a little bit of a tour of this farm. Maybe some of the food from Mom Esther's Catering is going to come from in due time, because I can see a lot of things that have been planted that I'm going to just be showing you that maybe could be of value. So we're just gonna be walking slowly. So as I said, this is the first time in a very long time that we have had a chance to travel all together at once. Most of the time my dad only just shows up by himself, or him and my mom, and are usually busy with the work, but today everybody had a chance, and we decided to hit the road. And so over here what we're looking at is a passion fruit. So obviously this one is not ripe, so we're not gonna be plucking it from the tree, but we're just gonna be walking around basically looking for the ones that have fallen, because those are most of the ripe ones, and maybe some of the ones that could still be on the trees. I don't know if you guys like passion fruits, but I do like them a lot. Mostly avocados, mangoes and passion are some of my favorites. Because we don't come here as oftenly, whenever someone shows up they get to pick a bunch of them. So like this one for example, so this is a ripe passion, so we're gonna collect that, and this is a non-ripe passion. This is like, you can literally eat this immediately.
Feel it in your bones, the need for something more. The more and more you wait, it's about you.
Got some maize, a couple of acres of maize that actually, fun fact, some of the maize that we use on our meals come from this farm. It's taken to the posho mill, and then it's turned into flour, which is a more healthier version, and I actually prefer it than the supermarket type. The farm actually goes all the way down to the river. There's a river down there, pretty big. I don't know if there's a lot of water right now, I can't hear. That's my family over there, also doing a tour of their own.
If only you could see the pain you're causing me. I feel it in my blood. It's about
Tunguja, or Tunguja, but it's something like it's a scarlet eggplant. You use it mostly when you are cooking. You can just cut it in there. So this is basically how the plant looks. Before it's ripe, it's usually green in color, greenish, kind of like this one. Then when it's ready, it turns into like this reddish, kind of orange reddish color. This is sweet potatoes. I think most people usually know what the sweet potato is used for. It is a type of vegetable. Up here we have a mango tree, a very tall mango tree. I can't see a lot of them right now. It's not the season yet, I'm not sure. Next to it we've got a coconut tree, aka madafu. For all the coconut enthusiasts out there, we do have people here that can actually climb these trees and get the coconuts. They look pretty ready for consumption if you just look up there. I don't know if you'll be able to see that clearly, but yeah, we're gonna keep it moving. Plant that I'm missing. Just gonna keep looking around. Down here, this is a cassava. Cassava is usually harvested pretty much the same way as a sweet potato, which is basically from the roots. This is another cassava tree and another one over there. There's a couple just on this area right here. So up here we have mitimbao, which is in English you call it eucalyptus, which is basically the trees that you use to make some of the timber, and very tall. Is a free-range chicken, kienyeji chicken, basically the one you don't find in the cities, basically the expensive type.
Najua tu gari kijani chakula.
So it is it's 4:24 now. We've just come to a different farm. This is basically where my dad grew up, and my dad has about 9 other siblings. I think there are 10 in the family, and my grandfather bought this farm many years ago. They moved from Machakos area, which is where most of the Kambas come from, and he bought a farm in Shimba Hills, which is this place, and most of my family members, my dad and the siblings, actually just grew up here, and now they took over it when he passed away a couple of years ago, and some of them decided to develop it. A lot more passions. This is actually a much bigger land because it goes all the way down to a river, which is way far. Got some ducks over here. I haven't had a duck, so that's interesting. And bananas. I wanted to just take a walk down there and show you guys how it looks like. down to the river when we used to come here during holidays. That was around 2003 to around 2007-ish. Around 2003 to 2007, we used to come here on holidays, and we used to go all the way down to the river to fetch water, because there wasn't a system where water was being pumped back into the to the farmhouse, and so that was a good exercise back then. And again, this is actually a much bigger farm than the other one, and it's more steep, so the river is a lot further. It seemed like an adventure back then. Now feels like a bit of a small mission to do that. So we're just gonna walk back to the house to just chill out a bit, and then in maybe a couple of hours we will start the trip back to Mombasa, because we have to make it before the curfew, and we have a ferry to cross, so that's another factor when it comes to heading back to town. The ferry can really be an inconvenience when you don't have very good timing when you're this far away. It's about 45 minutes to the main road from where we are, because it's only 15 kilometers in from the main road, but it takes 45 minutes because of the road that we use to get here. So add that to the other hour that it takes from there, almost an hour from the main road to the ferry. That's an hour and 45 minutes. So we have to time it correctly, otherwise you could easily get caught up, and you don't want to be living here in the dark when you don't have any street lights. Obviously this is a farm place, so there's no street lights on the road, and that's a chill place. So maybe we're gonna go up there and just chill out and just look at nature. The air is very fresh at this place. We have like very good atmosphere, and this is a huge mango tree, massive mango tree, another one over there. And we used to make like paper, we used to take the leaves and actually make almost like, is it like a turbine? I'm going to demonstrate. Let me just pick one. You break that. It's for purpose of demonstration basically. Then you do that, and then we used to just fly around basically when life was not hard. Now, and you tend to forget all the little things that used to be important back then, but it's all good. People evolve over time, so we're just gonna head back. So it's 9:04. I just got back to the house a couple of minutes ago. We managed to tackle a lot of crazy traffic that was at the ferry. We kind of underestimated the time that it was going to take to just get to where the ferry actually was. But good thing the ferry is actually big enough nowadays. It takes in a lot of cars. But yeah, so today was just a different day. Farm life, chickens, running after chickens and picking passion fruit. Not the normal things that I do on a day-to-day, but I actually enjoyed it. And I also did enjoy just hanging out with my family, which is something we haven't done ever since like COVID started, and also a couple of months before that because everybody was busy. But I'm just gonna go ahead and shoot food and thoughts, and then I'm just gonna wrap up for the day. Otherwise, I hope everybody has a good weekend ahead, and yeah, adios.
So what you know